have control over how the late wave will play out.
Oh, really nice dredge line into the cocoon here. Smebby does have blast. Does he elect to use it? It looks like no. First blood will be given over to Beyond on the Elise.
That's really big that they get that first blood up in top lane and alleviate the score, continuing to try to maybe make something happen.
Still at level 6, but coming on in here. Score actually eating a ton of damage. Beyond able to turn that one around and repel up into the sky. The flash exhaust though from Mata, but Ian is trying to come in here and do a bit of damage. But look at that amount of damage that comes out from the Malzahar. But here comes Maha on the chase. Perhaps KT staying a little bit too long. That's going to be 2 more kills, a double kill now to Maha.
KT making really bizarre flips around. A lot of stuff went over to bottom lane now for MVP, and so what was mostly going to be like a 3v2 scenario ends up turning around, but Ian getting picked off by Deft. That's a really big salvage.
Deft calm as ever. And Beyond is immediately going to start onto that Cloud Drake. Not the biggest reward in the world, but he's just not getting out of here. Pawn even coming on over to help out with that kill. But this will mean a free here and potentially go into a break. But here we go, the big arrow onto Deft. He is gone, baby, gone. No way to survive that one. And you can see the immediate ping onto that bot turret that's already very low. Wouldn't be surprised if they looked. Ed is actually coming into mid. Pawn here, he's got to be careful. Will Valkyrie away, but there's the dredge line into the arrow. Immediate knock-up. And even the wild growth committed to here. That's going to be another kill fed over to Maha on the bot lane. Nice little string of plays there by the Nautilus. Damage coming out here from Ian. And actually the flash Nethergrasp here onto Maha. They're going to go all in on him. That was about 4 ultimates used there to take him out. Looks like 3.
Pick right here.
Looking for the pick. The hop forward into the kick. And Ian will get away with his life. Ed, though, very tanky. Will he survive the Sonic Wave? And a nice missile there from Pawn will pick up the kill onto Max.
It almost looked like they were actually going to get...
Definitely a good win for MVP. The arrow barely misses Smeb, but the dredge line will hit. He's able to flash, though. Lots of damage onto Beyond, who gets blown up immediately. And now KT, they want to go for this really nice equalizer. Everybody from MVP is on the run. Max getting extremely low, wild growth on himself, but Ad in the front. He's tanky, but not tanky enough yet. Now score on the chase. He almost gets Ian there with that Sonic Wave.
Feeling that this is going on. So KT with a really decisive Baron call. They do manage to pick it up, and that has to make MVP's heart sink. Surprising, he definitely wants an equalizer.
Ooh, the flash Nethergrasp here onto Ian. That's a big target if they can burst him, and they do. Deft able to pick up that kill, now Ad on the run, and this game is beginning to run away from MVP. Ad in the front trying to deny them. There's the arrow actually onto Deft. Where's the burst damage though? The counter equalizer and Beyond, and Ian getting extremely low. Deft still very low though, but a really nice play there by Score to kick Ad into the back. Smeb trying to go man mode now into the base with that Zhonya's, but will go down. Pawn now trying to do it himself. It looks like Ad on the back of this will eventually go down. So a 2-4-2 it looks like, but KT, they're looking for that arrow, it misses. They grab Pawn, but no follow-up once again. Really nice equalizer, and Smeb, he's going on in. Getting very low, but will be able to Zhonya's. Maha able to cleanse away, but there's the Nethergrasp to follow up for the kill. And now Super Minions banging on the Nexus turrets as KT looks to end game number 1.
Yeah, that's probably going to be game number 1. The top Nexus turret about to fall. Final Nexus turret going to fall as well. Smeb has teleport. He's going to come back in here in a second.
There he is, and this is just way too many minions. KT just playing with their food now, saying, we're the team that's going to go on to the next round. MVP trying to fight back here. KT making it interesting, but there it is. Game number 1 goes to KT Rolster. I should be safe. Okay, here comes Max. The flash knock-up Flash here from Deft, looking for that hook, and actually he grabs Mana, who does block him in the turnaround here. Score's coming down into bot lane, looking for that first blood. There it's gonna be. He wants more too with red buff here, but there's the teleport coming in from Ed. Deft and Mana extremely low, no flash. Actually, that was Ian, not Ed. He's able to pick up the kill onto Deft, who did not have his flash, so they will trade 1-for-1.
And so that was looking so
expected. Kennen, one of the big popular lane bullies in the meta right now. Ian trying to trade here, actually. The Sonic Wave lands, and really nice play there. Good follow-up from Beyond to pick up that kill.
It was a huge momentum shift.
See how they want to play this here. Gonna get the root onto Mata, and immediate exhaust has come out. The flash should be able to save his life unless the follow-up flash, but the knock-up from Max maybe able to save his life with the hook. Max able to take him out with a huge play to save Maha's life. To know that the flash is coming out of Deft. He sits right where the flash is and knocks him up. Either way, we have another fight coming in here. The teleport from Ian, and Score getting incredibly low. Not able to pick up Ed. Another couple of kills going over for KT.
Oh, Score.
Ian going in, and there it is. The hook on Tamana too. He's going to go down. Can KT follow this up though? Maha getting pretty low, but here comes Ed, the big knock-up onto Score. Beyond going in onto Deft, the big kick. Smith, though, going in 1v4, trying to get those big stuns off. Will get chained. Max getting very low, but does survive. Ed now all alone. Looks like he will be another casualty. Beyond, meanwhile, is kind of just awkwardly in the Dragon Pit.
I don't think he has a way out.
Unless he can hit Smeb, it looks like he tries to go on Score. It's not going to happen. And that's pretty gigantic for KT, winning that fight.
Now they're looking for some plays down in bottom. Max.
Oh, really nice chain there onto Max. He is gone. There's no hope for him. Yeah, no doubt. Now they're looking for another pick onto Max. Tries to flash the knockup. It's not going to happen. But look at the play onto Deft. He's getting very low. Max is still alive. That's 2 kills to MVP. Score able to follow up, but no doubt he'll pay for it with his life. Baha able to pick up a double kill in the fight. And MVP turns that one on its head.
Map and well, hold that thought.
Ooh, chain misses, but the arrow will hit. The grab gets Mata, who unfortunately is in front for him, and he will get picked.
So waves just keep getting bounced in. Smeb.
Oh, he's going in, and will he be able to pick up that kill? This is pretty close. That last auto attack, though, will take down Ian, who just got locked up by the stun, it seemed. And unless someone gets picked, they're going to be relying so heavily, once again, even more so on picks. And speaking of that, another arrow comes up here on the Score. Knock up, he will flash away, and the hook misses Mata. So that's not enough, but actually Beyond going in for the play, but the Hex Drinker is enough to keep him alive, and this might turn around. Exhaust onto Ian means not a lot of damage coming out of him. Ian, or rather Ed, is going to go down. That's 2 people now going down here. Maha's going to be caught as well. A double kill going over to Pawn, and MVP totally
again, just like game number 1. Super quick, decisive Baron call. MVP can't stop this. Ian doesn't even have an opportunity to try to get there.
Left side. And actually, it's not seen here. He wants to go for that assassination onto Mana. Will it be enough? Not quite. The redemption will keep him alive. Meanwhile, Mana is going in onto Smeb. Smeb maybe going a little bit too far. So a big pickup there for MVP, but Ed, oh man, he just gets burst down there by Score and Pawn. Trying to do whatever damage he can there after he dies, but that's, well, KT, they're looking great tonight. But they're not done with this one yet. Oh, big pull onto Pawn. Can they actually follow up with enough damage? Pawn able to give his own damage, and Ed charging on in. He's going to be melted. Big knock up there, though. Ian's going on in. Big hit by Beyond. Gets a huge knock up, but Svet coming in from behind. Looks like those Infernal Drakes really paying off. The teleport actually out on the right side. Another big pull, as this is now 2v2 at the end of it all.
So this is just Infernal. It's going to be bolstered by Elder if it gets to that point.
Oh, Smeb went way too far forward. He might be punished here for it. Beyond not quite able to follow up, though. He does survive. Big knock up onto all the members of MVP. And huge damage coming out onto Max. Pawn able to finish that one off.
It almost looked like Smeb was going to go down right there. But he ends up staying alive, and now KT ulting into the base. And they're saying that they want to end the game right now.
It's going to be interesting. Double super minion. Oh, the big plays by Beyond trying to kick him in, but Deft able to flash away from that one, and they're going to turn this one around hugely. Pawn though very low. Ian trying to make something happen. Smeb wants to get that kill. The Gunblade though, Maha trying to turn this around and trying to be a hero with Ian, but look at that Nexus. It's getting low. That's going to be it. Game number 2 to KT.
And KT finally, when the roams start coming out from Deft, as Maha's going to be completely gutted.
The flash coming on in here onto Ian. Smeb eating a ton of damage. They're trying to get that kill. That will be first blood given over to Beyond. Smeb going a little bit too far there, ulting under turret here as KT is really trying to break this down. There's the arrow. Gonna lock up Maha, but that's not enough. Curtain Call comes out. Trying to lock him down. The Mist Cocoon actually onto Max. A bit of burst damage though, and actually that's enough to take out Max. Now Maha getting pretty low. Is Score gonna actually go into that one? Just barely misses that.
More gold than Max. So everything is lining up for KT.
Oh, well, the flash here onto Pawn, and just huge amounts of burst damage, but the follow-up here from Mata, who gets knocked out of the way. A lot of members of MVP, though, very, very low. Deft alone, though, he can't go 1v4. Mata forced to flash the wall on the left side, and actually MVP picks up the Infernal Drake. Required to get away there. Max was in the wings, but oh, look at this. He's going to get the Cocoon onto Ed. And there that is going to lock him up, but with Mata here as well, that's going to be enough damage to take down Ed in the top lane. MVP attempting to push, attempting to take another turret. They want to take a fight here. Beyond is going to be locked up despite using that flash. Score coming on in. He's trying to do that collateral damage. Lock up here by Max onto Deft. It's not enough damage. There's a curtain call. They want to take him out. It just won't be enough. And here comes as the Crystal Arrow goes wide. We're taking a look that Smeb with the Finnish Trinity Force is having a much easier time fighting against Ed. It's still pretty even though, and the knock up into Deadly Flourish as Maha comes down to help out, and jumping onto Maha. Smeb wants to get away, but there's the crit. And now Deft in the mid lane is going to be locked up here. It looks like MVP really want to take this one. Another kill goes on to Deft.
And these are of KT's gold. MVP.
Oh man, the flash pin, and Score is going to eat it here too. What is going on? That is 3 picks in a row.
That should be
out. And it's getting pretty low. In comes Smeb. There's the shockwave, but Smeb is coming on in. They're able to lock up Ian. Ed going to be taken down. That Baron's getting really low. It is going to go, though, over to MVP. And it looks like MVP and the rest of them will get out.
They get the Baron Dragon.
Some amount of counter pushing, but looks like just Maha is up alone in top, and Ed actually is going to be jumped on here, but there's the shockwave immediately. KT, or rather MVP, looks to turn this around. The knockup, Keeper's Verdict will lock up the kill. There's the Nether Grasp onto Pawn, who gets taken out immediately as well. And KT now on the run. Score forced to flash away from Ian's flash. Meanwhile, it looks like
Wave Clear definitely going to need Baron or Elder Dragon if you want to make your way in, or Maha has to be at a point where the curtain call is just too scary.
They're looking for this onto Score. There's the burst damage. It's enough. And now Mata taking a lot of damage. The teleport in from Ed. He will commit to. Okay, they're going to go for this. And I think this was spotted. They're bursting this down. They do have that Mountain Drake. In comes Ed. Are they going to get there in time? It doesn't look like it. That is going to be taken there by Score with the smite. Ed going on in. Beyond wants to get that burst damage onto Pawn. They take him out, though. Max is going to be locked up and taken down. And in comes Smeb, the double kill. Able to snipe down Ed surprisingly fast. And here comes the arrow. There it is onto Ian. Going to be caught out. There's the Cocoon. Down he does go. Another kill goes over to KT and Deft, who are able to turn this game right on its head right away.
And now with the Baron, they can hold without giving up turrets. They're still going to be in this game for sure.
Oh, huge arrow onto Ian. That's enough damage to take him out. And Smeb, he's really straightened up as well. A couple of really key arrows. Super minions. And this is forcing both Beyond and Ed to come in here. There's the arrow. Ian is going to eat it again.
Max ends up getting locked up. He doesn't go down.
Mata actually goes down. Funnily enough, look at Smith. He's going ham here, maybe too ham. He's going to be locked up against that turret, getting extremely low. There's the knockup with the keeper's verdict, and the crit there from the 4th bullet of Maha will pick up another kill. So KT.
That they only have 2 members. They're going to shred through that Baron.
Yeah, Baron's going to go down. MVP will get the Elder Drake, so MVP's saying, okay, we gotta take a 5v5 and we gotta wipe them essentially. And they're just going to still not too much damage.
Lots of poke coming out, and you can see they're being patient. They're not trying to rush this. They know that they have Baron. Just wait for the waves to keep arriving.
Another arrow hits Ian there. He is going to be able to flash away, but still more and more poke. The super minions in the top lane. There goes down the turret. Are they going to go for the Nexus here? They're going for the fight. Smed's going on in. Ned, super, super low. Will be chunked down by Deft. Meanwhile, score on the bottom side. They're going to get it. The Nexus goes down. KT with the 3-0 victory over MVP tonight. They will be facing Samsung in the next round.
And MVP, they tried to fight valiantly, but it wasn't enough in the end.